Our Lakehead Public Schools mission is to always to make sure that students are successful and look out for their well-being. And with the SEAC members, I think that that's true for sure, and it's also the big picture for all students to make sure they have the best education that they can have.
The structure of the committee is set up where there's a chair, there's a vice chair. We have representatives from the school board, both when it comes to trustees, when it comes to people who work with the special education support people, and also people who work in more of the administration side. The most important thing to take away from the committee is the fact that we're all working in silos, and during these committee meetings, we get to actually sit together at a table or at a computer virtually and express what each other is doing. And we can work off of that, and sometimes collaborations have come from it that exist outside of the committee. And it's so important to share that information, because when you're a parent of a special needs child, you don't have the time to search out information. SEAC, or Special Education Advisory Committee, can get it all together at once and then present the information to you to make your life easier.
When you look at the members that are sitting on that committee, it's a wealth of information and experiences. Being a member sitting at the SEAC committee, you get to hear, because it's made up of parents or guardians, or the members could be, from the community or an association or an organization within our community, or more, but they could be both. And I think you get to really hear the perspective of how things are going, not maybe specific to each child at that meeting, but the overall picture, how things are going within our system. And I think we do a really good job.
I truly believe that Lakehead Public Schools offers superior programming for our students with special education needs. I've been able to witness across the system the way that our schools welcome students, all students of varying abilities, students from different backgrounds. We do a wonderful job of welcoming children and families. We have members who meet with parents and explain to parents, because it can be new and scary when you've just learned that you have a child who has special needs. So our SEAC members often support those families. They are a resource for those families. They're available. Sometimes they just are there to listen when families are talking about their experiences and how they've been impacted by this information and learning that their child has these unique needs.
When we interacted with the committee, aside from the process being quick, they listened to what we had to say, and they understood a lot of the processes that we didn't understand. And so they were able to advise us and give us clear directive of what to do. And when I approached the school where my son is with concerns or needing extra resources for him, I am pointed in the correct direction to find those resources and services.
One of the important things to me, both as a parent and a committee member, is the fact that we have the special education officer represented on the committee. And quite often, both as parents and agencies, things will be brought up and right away that person can answer the question. And that's really great, because instead of having to go elsewhere and say, oh, I'll check on that for you, that person always has it front of mind. They are the ones who work one-on-one with the various agencies that work with the kids in the school and outside of the school.
The changes over the years have been incredible changes, and if you have to continuously keep up, and that's the really good part about having special ed advisory as well. These people are right on top of ministry things that change, or things that they are needed within their own organizations and within the community. So it's a really great group of people. Yeah, like at public schools, we are committed to the success of every student, and you really do want to make sure, not to say it, but to really make sure that a student really does feel like that they belong and that they're safe.
He got to interact with kids that wanted to interact with him, and that he was included within his peer group that kind of, they built relationships. And it's the first time I've seen my son build friendships with children and kind of be excited to go to school.